Amida Buddha's land of purity. The Buddha of infinite light and boundless life is ever living and ever radiating his truth. In his pure land, there is no suffering and no darkness, and every hour is passed in joy. Therefore, it is called the land of bliss. In the midst of this land, there is a lake of pure water, fresh and sparkling, whose waves lap softly on shores of golden sands. Here and there are huge lotus blossoms as large as chariot wheels of many and various lights and colors. Blue lights from blue color, yellow for yellow, red for red, white for white, whose fragrance fills the air. At different places on the margin of the lake, there are pavilions decorated with gold and silver, lapis lazuli, and crystal, with marble steps leading down to the water's edge. At other places, there are parapets and balustrades hanging over the water and enclosed with curtains and networks of precious gems, and in between there are groves of spices trees and flowering shrubs. The ground is shining with beauty and the air is vibrant with celestial harmonies. 6 times during the day and night, delicately tinted flower petals fall from the sky, and people gather them and carry them in flower vessels to all the other Buddha lands and make offering of them to the myriad Buddhas. In this wondrous land, there are many birds. There are snow white storks and swans, and gaily colored peacocks and tropical birds of paradise, and flocks of little birds softly singing. In the Buddha's pure land, these sweetly singing birds are voicing Buddha's teachings and praising his virtues. Whoever hears and listens to the music of these voices listens to the Buddha's voice and awakens to a newness of faith, joy, and peace in fellowship with the brotherhood of followers everywhere. Soft zephyrs pass through the trees of that pure land and stir the fragrant curtains of the pavilions and pass away in sweet cadences of music. People hearing faint echoes of this heavenly music think of the Buddha, of the Dharma teaching, and of the Sangha brotherhood. All these excellences are but reflections of the pure land. Why is Buddha in this land called Amida, indicating the Buddha of infinite light with boundless life? It is because the splendor of his truth radiates unimpeded to the outermost and innermost limits of the Buddha lands. It is because the vitality of his living compassion never wanes through the incalculable lives and eons of time. It is because the number of those who are born in his pure land and are perfectly enlightened is incalculable, and they will never again return to the world of delusions and death. It is because the number of those who are awakened into the newness of life by his light is also incalculable. Therefore, should all people concentrate their minds on his name, and as they come toward the end of life, even for one day or 7 days, recite Amida Buddha's name in perfect faith, and they do this with undisturbed mind, they will be born in the Buddha's land of purity, being led by Amida Buddha and many other holy ones who appear at this last moment. If any man hears Amida Buddha's name, awakens his faith in his teachings, he will be able to attain unsurpassed perfect enlightenment. Hari Om Tat Sat.